Pennsylvania sold out once again.
Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First play and a first pass for Murray. Able to get this one to McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Murray. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now Murray again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike Williams.
34 yards.
And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ready?
They start the drive with White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Willis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Charles already trailing.
Charlie, this offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
You ain't going nowhere.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Off the option, here's Akers. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Parkey is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Murray now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They give to White on the option.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And some room to work. The 20, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, throw left side complete. That's Harris. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Read option, this is White.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That play going nowhere thanks to Devin McCourty.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
145 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Here we go. They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Willis is going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 27, Steelers 6.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Murray now on first down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Damian Harris from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Dolphins take over first down again at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They give to White on the option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, grab ball, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, it's Willis. He completes it right side to White. And he goes out right around the 39. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Off the option, here's Akers to about the 40-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got room. Akers hit. He coughs it up. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 172 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Ty Long now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now Murray. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They run straight ahead here with White. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Read option. This is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Murray.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes
you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now Murray off play action. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They give to White on the option.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Lewis Cine, and the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.